It's improbable you'll discover a BMW F800R Chris Pfeiffer imitation. There were just 68 of these units fabricated. Known as CP for short, Chris has spent the majority of life as a road bicycle freeform rider. Today he holds 4 world championship titles and 4 European trick riding titles. He is genuinely a shocking ability to watch in real life. He has utilized the BMW F800R to wow all of us. To pay tribute to his accomplishments, BMW made the Chris Pfeiffer constrained version. Riding this BMW with Chris mark on the gas tank has more to it than that for me. I have familiar Chris actually. We cooperated amid a trick rider challenge on TT circuit ascent. We were 2 of 4 judges on the board. It was around 2001 or 2002. He knew every one of these years after the fact I'd be riding a bicycle delivered in his respect. Chris began riding at 5 years old. With a possible concentrate on trials riding, he began contending in amateur trials through to 1992. At that point he took to free riding and doing appears on trials bicycles. In 1996 turned into an expert full-time rider and in 2000 concentrated completely on stunt riding. He began utilizing a BMW F800R mid-2006 which he adjusted to his needs, nearly taking after the later F800R. Chris had been essential being developed of the F800R. The motor is heaps of fun. I adore its reaction even in the low and medium motor speed extent, and additionally its hugely wide RPM run, both when riding out and about and for stunt riding. At that point there is the ideal throttle reaction and touchy control capacity of the 2-chamber motor, completely basic to have the capacity to perform fantastic tricks, says Chris. Despite the fact that I am no master of what outcomes stunt riding requests make on a bike utilized for hindering, I can state notwithstanding, that subsequent to taking a turn on the BMW F800R that it influenced me to feel free and certain. Possibly it's the reality of realizing that the bicycle is supported by Chris Pfeiffer, the world champ who's exhibited most easily. It can be tossed around effectively while performing. The F800R is named an exposed bicycle and sits in BMW's Roadster classification. There's no uncertainty it's an energetic model which has advanced to an abnormal state of riding elements, most extreme riding delight in the exceptionally crude sense. At whatever point I audit a bicycle I take note of the early introduction or feeling principle in my musings amid the primary kilometer. On the F800R this is best portrayed as riding or moving just as airborne, free. Its low, dry weight offers unrivaled nimbleness. It was evident to me this is the bicycle of decision by the world champ, Chris Pfeiffer. The motor gives an amazingly unique level of energy conveyance when in the vicinity of 5,000 and 8,000 revolutions per minute, went with the one-of-a-kind sound through the acropodic deplete. It's a lively bicycle and obviously in a perfect world coordinated in the urban play area. The F800R is outfitted with BMW's fluid-cooled parallel twin with 4-valve innovation, a motor limit of 798 cc. It has an energy of 87 horsepower and torque of 86 Nm. These figures joined with an aggregate weight of 177 kg empower the cruiser to quicken from 0 to 100 km/h in 3.5 seconds and accomplishes a best speed of 222 km/h. There's a genuine amazing pulling power when turning the throttle on, an unconstrained reaction yet a low level of fuel utilization. The Pfeiffer copy was outlined with a blue/white/red paintwork and a sticker unit which you fit yourself. Normally it bears Chris Pfeiffer's signature on the tank. The wheels are painted dark, back, and white, front, unequivocally how it is individually stunt bicycle. The little windscreen was excluded and the headlamp dropped for a stripped out look contrasted with the standard F800R, a traveler situates cover included making that genuine lively complement. An acropovic road legitimate end deplete is fitted which additionally is standard on this model. The F800R is a best decision for road riders in the urban condition. It's unfathomably simple to deal with, light as air. Dynamite turning and mobility bringing about unlimited rushes, extreme rider control. It would be an amazing short roadway worker, The F800R is unquestionably a cruiser for the adrenaline junkie and for the rider whom appreciates the sentiment being out there. Long separation interstate riding and the turbulence from passing vehicles will be felt as the little windscreen and absence of front fairings leaves the rider open and uncovered. This is to somewhere in the range of an ace in others a con. This could bring about a rider winding up immediately worn out if utilized for long separation visiting. This factor anyway, I find, genuinely relies upon the individual, as by and by I have no issue, nor have on this respect. Chris said amid the 2010 dispatch of his marked copy, "I truly value the considerable help gave by BMW, and for me the F800R is just the ideal trick cruiser, as showed by my prosperity, and yes I trust you Chris." Individual well done to Chris. I knew when I met him, he was bound for enormity, his mentality was the primary marker. I recollect him as an upbeat, positive and carefree individual. It appears in his astonishing style and ability.